Hi everyone, thanks for coming along to this webinar presentation. My name's Stephen Aitchison. I'm the author of the book How to Become an Advanced Early Riser, and it's really about getting 5 hours sleep and still feeling fantastic, which a lot of people don't believe is actually possible, and according to scientists it shouldn't be done. But I'm here to show you that it can be done. I'm sort of living proof of that, and I've sold hundreds and thousands of copies of this book, and I've had hundreds of kind of emails just to say it works. Brilliant. So I know it does work. So I just want to give you a quick presentation with some readers' questions basically. I've had a lot of questions over the last couple of months, and I just want to ask or answer a few questions that a lot of readers have sent in. So thanks again for coming along to this webinar. We'll do kind of questions at the end if you want to ask any questions. And if you can't make it, just feel free to write to me at steve@cytguides.com and I'll answer any questions by email. So let's get started. So basically I'm going to do this presentation, as I said, it's just about readers' questions that have come up over the last few months, and it's going to be about 20 minutes in length. Basically what we're going to go over is just how and why I think you should become an early riser if you've got goals that you want to try and reach, and if you're maybe working like I used to be. I used to work full time, and I used to get up at 5 o'clock every morning, work a couple of hours and do 3 or 4 more hours when I came home at night, and still have time for my family and still have time to exercise and meditate and stuff like that as well. So I know the benefits of being an early riser, but a lot of people don't, so that's really the reason for this webinar. So if there's any other questions, if you can't stay till the end of the webinar, or if you think of a question at the end of the webinar and once we go off, you can simply write to me, as I said, at steve@cytguides.com. Okay, let's crack on with the first question. First question is, what are the benefits of getting up early? Well, one of the main benefits I've found, and certainly hundreds of other people have found about getting up early, is you become a lot more productive. And when I say more productive, I mean you get a lot more things done in the morning than you can usually do when you come home at night. Now, because the morning's a kind of special time, you've just kind of just woken up, and you really get focused on what you want to do if you have goals in mind and if you're motivated to do it. And in the guide, obviously, I show you how to get motivated and give you a reason to get up as well. So that's one of the main benefits. You become a lot more productive. And if it wasn't for getting up early, I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't have the business I've got today, the online business at cytguides.com and CYT Media and the blog and everything else I do. If it wasn't for getting up early, there's no way I would have been able to do it, and there's no way I would have been able to give up work either, which I did in September 2012, which was an amazing feeling. I've been trying to do that for a couple of years. Finally done it, and it's all down to being an early riser. This might sound a strange one. Time to prepare for a healthier breakfast in the mornings. Now, I didn't really have a breakfast in the morning up until a couple of years ago, but now I do really see the benefits of having a breakfast, a healthy breakfast in the morning, and it just keeps you going throughout the day, or certainly it keeps you going up until 1, 2 o'clock, and keeps your energy high if you're looking to be a lot more productive. So that's one of the other benefits of becoming an early riser. So you've got time to prepare for a healthier breakfast, because a lot of us, what we're doing, we're getting up maybe half an hour before we're due to go to work, kind of rushing about, getting the kids up, getting a wife up, having a quick chat with your partner or whatever, and you've no time for breakfast, or you've no time to enjoy it and sit and digest it properly and sit and relax a little. So that's one of the big benefits as well. More time to work on goals. Now, as I said, this is one of the biggies, because if you've got goals and you're motivated, getting up early can be fantastic for you if you want to work a couple of hours extra in the morning working on your goals, especially if it's online, because you can do a lot of stuff online. Like I do a lot of writing in the morning. I check my emails, I check all the sales that have come through, deal with any customer service issues, and I've still got time to do other things like meditate and take the dog for a walk and do my exercising and stuff like that. So a lot more time to work on your goals. And what this does as well, because you've got that time to work on your goals, you're much more focused when you're actually doing it. whereby sometimes if you've got a couple of hours to work on your goals, you might be distracted if you're in from work because you're tired, your mind's overworked, and you don't really get that focus that you can do in the morning. Next one is more time to fit in exercise. Again, this is a good one as well. This exercise begets a good sleep as well. If you can get some exercise in every single day, and we're talking maybe a walk in the morning, like I do. I take the dog for a walk in the morning every morning for a couple of miles, just for about half an hour or something, and that actually helps me get a good sleep at night, because as I've kept on saying, and I'll say this again, it's not about the quantity of sleep you get, it's about the quality of sleep. And if you get exercise in the morning, you'll get a better quality sleep as well, because your body is going to be, it wants to be more rested, because it's a little more tired, but you'll also gain more energy, which sounds like a contradiction, but it's true. So the more exercise you get, or even a little exercise every day, you'll get a better night's sleep, you'll have more energy as well throughout the week and throughout the days. So it's a big benefit, that. Time to relax as well. Time to relax is a big one as well, because usually we get up with the alarm clock, we're kind of rudely awakened with the alarm clock half an hour before we're due to go to work. No time to relax in the morning. The drive into work can be very stressful as well. You'll know what it's like if you're in a busy city centre. And work itself is stressful. You don't have really much time to relax while you're at work. And when you're coming home, you've got to deal with kind of home life as well, especially if you've got kids and you've got a busy social life. There's not a lot of time to relax. Now, you can do this in the morning by way of meditation, which I speak about as well. And when I say meditation, I'm just talking about sitting down and relaxing for 10-15 minutes every single day. And the benefits of that is it's just amazing, the benefits of just sitting down for that 10-15 minutes and just letting your mind kind of drift away. So you've more time to relax in the morning as well. You're not as stressed, and that stress doesn't build up. If you're relaxing every single morning, the stress is not going to build up over time. Meditation, as I say, that's a big one. 10-15 minutes every morning. Don't have to do it, but it's really, really beneficial. And basically, a couple of studies have said that a 10-15 minute meditation session is the equivalent of getting 2 hours good sleep. And this is one of the secrets of becoming an advanced early riser. Now, just on an offshoot there, I call it the advanced early riser because it's not just about getting up early. This is about getting a great night's sleep as well. It's about getting a quality sleep. It's also about working on your goals. It's also about having a reason to get up in the morning. So that's why I call it an advanced early riser instead of just an early riser. And it's not about going to bed earlier. So, and I'll speak about that later on. But back to meditation. Meditation's a big thing if you can get into it. No big deal. You don't have to do any karma kind of stuff. You just get the meditation, sit down, and just relax your mind and let your thoughts drift. If you want to follow your thoughts, that's fine. Or if you want to listen to a sound or a particular piece of music, that's all part of meditation as well. There's no special secret to meditation. You might want to look into other things later on, but for the moment, that meditation session in the morning can be fantastic. Solitude, this is a big one. There's nothing quite like the feeling in the morning when you get up, there's nobody up. Like, for example, my wife's in bed. I know she's safe in bed, so that makes me feel good. My kids are in bed. They're my two sons. I say kids, they're 15 and 17 now. But they're in bed. I know they're safe and they're not up and about and kind of jumping about watching TV or playing their games or whatever. And there's nobody up about at all apart from me and my little dog Cara, who's kind of always jumpy in the morning. But just that solitude is just amazing. There's nobody walking about on the streets, and the sun is just rising around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, depending if it's summer or winter. And just to see kind of a sunrise in the morning, it's just a beautiful thing to see every morning, and it just reminds you how fantastic nature is, and just reminds you how fantastic life is. that way. So the solitude is absolutely beautiful, and it kind of keeps your mind focused as well. Okay, next question we had: do I not need to get 8 hours sleep every night to function during the day? This, for me, is a myth, and I've researched this over the last few years, and I've had a lot of kind of arguments with scientists, with people on the blog about being an early riser, about the 8-hour sleep myth, and it is a myth. Basically what you've done over the last, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you've trained your body to get by on 8 hours sleep per night. Some people sleep more, 9 hours, 10 hours sleep. I know my son sleeps about 12 hours over the weekend, but you've trained your body to do that. Now, because we've trained the body to do that, we can actually retrain a body to get by on 5 hours sleep. Now, you don't have to do this immediately. You can cut down to 7.5 hours sleep, 7 hours sleep, then 6.5, then 6, and then 5.5, then 5. And that's how I done it originally. Just cut it down gradually, and it's worked for me. And I just kind of get up after 5 hours just naturally, because my body's got into its natural kind of rhythm. And that's what's happened with you as well over the years. Your body's got into a pattern of getting 8 hours sleep, and if you don't get the 8 hours sleep, you feel you can't function. Now, when I say 8 hours, a lot of people, as I said, maybe sleep 9, 10 hours, but on average, sleep's about 8 hours. Now, the myth kind of came about in the 80s when a scientist done a study on a group of 16 people, put them in a darkened room and just let them get up just whenever they wanted to. And he found the average was between 7.5 and 9 hours. And he kind of narrowed it down and said everybody needs 8 hours sleep. And more studies were done that kind of confirmed this. Now, I think a lot of scientific studies are flawed. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people out there saying that's a lot of rubbish, that scientific studies are well researched and well done, etc. But I don't believe they are, because they're not most of them are not longitudinal studies, and that's following people over a long period of time. Most studies are not done that way, or certainly scientific studies are not done that way. There was one done with, I think it was about 1,600 nurses, where they claimed it was a longitudinal study, but I just don't believe that is possible. Now, you can't follow you can't do a scientific study over 30 or 40 years. It's just not possible to do that. For one, the feedback that you get is purely subjective. It's from the person's point of view. They kind of fill in forms. Now, I know you've heard all the horror stories say you die younger if you get less sleep, and the horror stories say if you sleep too much you die younger as well. And they're saying the optimal is 8 hours. But I just believe these scientific studies are flawed, and I've looked a lot into these as well, and I've had a lot of kind of arguments, and nobody can really give me a good answer as to why we need 8 hours sleep. And in actual fact, scientists, believe it or not, scientists still do not know why we sleep. They can only hypothesize about why we sleep, but they still don't know definitively why we sleep. And that's a fact. Scientists don't know why we sleep. They just think it's to rest the body, it's to rest the mind, and to get the reparation, just to repair our bodies during the night. And they're probably right, it sounds okay, but definitively they don't have an answer as to why we sleep. And that is fact. As I said, you train your mind over the years to sleep for 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day, whatever you sleep just now. And you can train your mind to get by on 5 hours sleep per night. Perfectly possible, and you can do it within, I'd say you could do it within a month. If you gradually cut it down. Some people like to just go for it and just start on 5 hours sleep. You'll feel groggy after the first week, but you can certainly do it that way as well. There's lots of different ways to do it. I would advocate cutting down just by maybe 15 minutes or half an hour each week and doing it that way, and just do it over a month. But you can certainly do it quicker if you want. So you're training your mind. Your mind's a beautiful, wonderful tool that you can train for lots of different things. And the first thing you need to do is kind of believe it's possible that you can get by on 5 hours sleep. And it is possible. I know it's possible. Hundreds of other people know it's possible that bought the book as well. So it definitely is possible, but you have to have that belief in your mind, and you can change your beliefs as well. Beliefs are just thoughts that have kind of been going on in your mind over and over and over and over again. That's how you form a belief, and you can change your beliefs as well, believe it or not. As I said before, it's not the quantity of sleep you get, it's the quality of sleep. And in this guide as well, in the Platinum Membership Programme, I'll tell you exactly how to get a quality sleep. Some things like, well, I'm not going to tell you just now, but it really is all about the quality of sleep that you get. Nothing to do with, well, not that much to do with the quantity of sleep. Because sometimes you can be in bed, you've probably done it yourself, for 9, 10 hours or 11 hours and still feel really groggy when you get up. So if it was all about the quantity of sleep, we'd all feel really refreshed after maybe 9, 10 hours in bed, but that's just not the case. So it's about the quality of sleep that you get. And your brain rests during the day. Now there's a big secret here that I'll share with you as well. One of the things is meditation. As I said, meditation, if you do that for 10-15 minutes a day, it's like getting an extra 2 hours sleep per day. And there's another secret as well, I think I've got it later on here, but I'll share that with you later on. So it's about your brain kind of shutting down during the day for 10-15 minutes, and everybody can do this whether they're at work. And I'll share something I've not really shared before, but I'll share that later on. Okay, the next reader's question is, do I need to get to bed early to become an early riser? Short answer is no. You don't need to go to bed early, because I think I'd had a couple of readers wrote to me, said they usually go to bed at about 9-10 o'clock and they get up at 7 o'clock, so they're getting a lot of hours sleep. And they said to function on 5 hours, or to be able to become an early riser, they thought we'd have to go to bed earlier. But you don't. As I said, you can go to bed. I usually go to bed about 10:30 and sit chatting with my wife, have a read or watch the TV for a bit, and fall asleep about 11, 12 o'clock, and I'm up for 4:30. So you don't need to go to bed early. This is not just about becoming an early riser. Anybody can become an early riser by going to bed earlier. It's not about that. It's about getting 5 hours sleep every night, or 5 or 6 hours sleep. It just depends on what your goals are, what your motivations are, and having that solitude in the morning to work on your goals, etc. So as I said, it's about the quality of sleep you get, not the quantity of sleep. So definitely don't need to go to bed earlier and to become an early riser or an advanced early riser. Okay, next question. Can a sleep lover really become an early riser? Yes, a sleep lover can become an early riser. And again, it depends on the motivations that you have to become an early riser. Now, what I've found over the years and the research that I've done and the writing that I've done is early risers have 4 buttons that they kind of push every morning that helps them get up. The first one is motivation. You've got to have a reason to get up in the morning in the first place. If you've not got a reason to get up, what's the point of getting up early? I don't see the point, and I wouldn't buy the course or I wouldn't join the membership if you've not really got a reason to get up in the morning. So if you've got motivation, if there's something there that you want to do, even if it's what I used to do when I first started this, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago or something, I just used to like to get the housework done, first of all, and that just kind of, because I believe in a tidy house, tidy mind, I really believe in that, and it just kind of sets you up for the day if the housework's done. So even something as simple as that might be your motivation to get up early. Goals, big one. This is my one just now, and it has been for the last 10, 12 years now, is to work on my goals. If I'm getting up at 4:30, kind of getting everything ready, and I can work for 2-3 hours before everybody else is up, I can work on my goals. And it's really stood me in good stead, because I've been able to give up my work, as I said, in September 2012. And it's just an amazing feeling to know that you've worked on your goals, you've achieved your goals, and you're step by step you're starting to reach your kind of ultimate goal. And one of the goals I had was to give up work, and I eventually done it. And definitely wouldn't have happened if I wasn't an advanced early riser. Definitely would not have happened. Now, I was working 6 years as an addiction worker, and actually liked the job, but the motivation to have my own business online was more than just kind of working. I wanted to do much more with my life. So goals is another one. So if you've got motivation, you've got goals. Another one is rest, getting plenty of rest. Now, again, this might sound a contradiction, but if your mind is getting plenty of rest and your body's getting the rest it needs, then you're going to be able to function better. So if you're getting plenty of rest, and if you're doing the meditation and you're doing the exercise, as I said as well, your body kind of gets that rest it needs throughout the day. And if you've got drive, if you've got a real passion in life, if you've got something to look forward to, something you really want to do, something you want to get done in your life, if you've got something to work towards, this is one of the buttons that early risers have. And say, for example, if you want to get an online business, if I was to say to you, okay, every morning, if you get up at 5 o'clock every morning, you only get 5 hours sleep, I'll give you £1,000 every time you get up early, or every time you get 5 hours sleep. That would be motivation for you to get up. Now, a lot of people don't have that drive. A lot of people don't. It's not just about the money. It's about the achievement of having their own business. It's about the achievement of doing something, or even doing a university course online, or doing something like that. As long as you've got drive and passion to do something that you want, you'll be able to become an early riser quite easily and quite quickly as well. Okay, the next question. How do I deal with the afternoon dip? Now, this is a biggie as well. Basically, our bodies go through a cycle every single day, and it's called the circadian rhythm. And basically what the circadian rhythm is about is your body temperature cycle. So, contrary to popular belief, our body temperature does not stay the same throughout the day. It dips, it goes up, dips, goes up, dips, goes up. So, in the morning, when you're first getting up, it's its lowest point. And then when you're kind of moving about and you're starting to kind of waking up, it starts to rise again. But then, around about 12, 1 o'clock, your body temperature starts to dip again. And that's when your body temperature starts to dip, it's almost telling your brain and your body, okay, it's time to chill out now. It's time to relax, time to sleep. And that's essentially what it's doing. And this is why a lot of people in work have this afternoon dip, whereby they're just really, really tired, especially after they've had their lunch. That's when the dip comes again, and you feel really, really tired. And it's not till maybe an hour or two later on that the body temperature starts to go back up again, and we start to waken up and we're kind of refreshed again. But to deal with that, there is a secret I want to tell you. And it's not really a secret, but it's a fantastic way of keeping your energy high all day, and it's one of the things I used every single day, and I've done it for years now. And I'm going to tell you how I've done it, but basically what it is take an afternoon nap. And I call it micro napping. And basically, a lot of people have said to me, well, how do you micro nap if you're working? I'm probably embarrassed to admit this, but what I used to do is I used to go to the works toilet, the disabled toilets, because they're bigger, and I used to get a couple of paper towels, put them on the floor, put my bum on the floor, my back against a heater or the wall, and just kind of dip my head down for 10-15 minutes. Now, it sounds terrible doing that, and you're doing that. This was on my lunch break, obviously, but it sounds terrible that you're actually napping in the toilet. It maybe sound disgusting as well, I hope. As long as your toilets are clean enough, I suppose. But that's what I used to do every single day, and it kept my energy level so high throughout the day. It was unbelievable. So micro-napping and meditation will get you, if you're doing meditation or micro-napping or both. So micro-napping is my big secret here. So if you have a nap, it's not about going into a deep sleep. If you go into a deep sleep, you're missing the whole point of this altogether. This is about a very, very light sleep, what we call alpha sleep, where it's just like you're kind of daydreaming almost. So you're going into light sleep, and you're not going into a deep alpha. You're not going into a deep theta sleep. It'll be difficult to wake from that, and you'll feel really groggy if you go into deep sleep. So no more than 10-15 minutes per day of micro napping, and it's a very, very light sleep. It can take a while to get used to that, to get used to the way of doing it and waking yourself up as well, but again, you train your mind just to kind of wake up. You don't fall into deep sleep, especially the position. Especially the position I was in, sitting my back against the wall with my head kind of bent forward on my knees and my arms. So, but micro napping, light sleep every day, fantastic, and it's a great way to keep your energy high all day. Okay, next question is, what do I receive if I purchase your program? Alright, okay, this basically you're joining what's called a platinum membership for the Early Riser. Now you can just buy the book on its own. I've still got the sales link up if you just want to buy the book on its own, but I wanted more interactivity with this new platinum membership, and it's a one-off fee for $47, and obviously you're still going to get the book included with it, which is the standard that you're going to get with that, and you'll also get access to the forum, and this has got the 20 modules in it, or it's got 18 modules and an introduction and a conclusion, so there's 20 modules there altogether, and that's basically the videos with me going through every single module with you stage by stage, and you can ask any questions on each module that you want. Or there's also a forum there whereby you can get everybody together, and this is really a good community of people. What I've found over the last couple of years is there's hundreds of people bought the book, but they've all kind of done it separately, and they're asking different questions to me on a daily basis. So it's a good way to bring in everybody together, and there'll be a question and answer forum there as well, and it'll be much easier for you to look at all the questions and answers rather than ask the questions separately. There's also the community there where you can link up with each other, and your download section here. So, and that's where you get all the downloads, and you get bonuses as well. And as I said, it's only going to be a one-off payment. It's going to be $47, and it's a special price for $47 just now because I'm just bringing this out, but it's worth so much more than that. Because somebody asked me when I was kind of telling somebody about this, why would somebody pay $47 just to become an early riser? And basically, I'd said to them, well, what if I said to you, I can give you an extra 45 days per year to do with what you want, to work on your goals, to work on your dreams, to work on an online business or get a university degree. How much would that 45 days give you? How much of an advantage would the 45 days per year or 3 hours per day give you? And when you kind of look at it that way, the course is worth so much more than $47. So it's going to be $47 one-off fee for the next month. Then next month we'll put it up to $69, and that's where it'll stay. So you'll get it as a special price of $47. So that's the first thing you get. You'll get the book, you'll get access to the forum, you get access to everybody, you can ask the questions, all the video modules there as well, and your downloads. And you'll get also 4 MP3 files. Now this is music to help you sleep. There's a piece of music there to really energise you, and it's a fantastic piece of dance music interlaced with binaural beats, and it's a brilliant piece. I love listening to this piece. It just G's me up so much, and with the binaural beats interlaced, it really kind of gets your brain waves on a high level frequency. And there's another couple of MP3s of music just to help you relax as well. So you get them in the download section. You'll also get the success log in the download section, and that's just to record kind of some of your thoughts and before and after, see how you get on throughout the course itself. So you get the success log included in that, and you'll also get what's called ditch the alarm clock and wake up naturally. Now I've been waking up naturally for now on 15 years now when I started to become an early riser, and basically you're training your mind again to get up without an alarm clock, and very easy to do. You think it would be really difficult, but it's not. It's really easy to do. Your body gets into a kind of rhythm again, and you can set your mind to get up at whatever time you want. And if you're getting up at every day, the same time every day, then your body gets adjusted to it. And I just naturally wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning, and I just jump out of bed and kind of get on with it. So you'll get that included as well, and there'll be other bonuses as well that you'll get throughout your time in the membership program. Also, this is done through ClickBank. So if anybody knows ClickBank, which I'm sure a lot of you will, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if for any reason you try it for 29 days and you say, this is not for me, and you just go into your ClickBank account, or you just write to ClickBank and just say you want a refund, or write to myself and I can do it through ClickBank as well. And I'm not going to hassle you and say why you want a refund of my book or my course and the membership. It's nothing like that. It's just going to be no quibbles. I'll just give you a refund, you'll end your membership and that'll be it. So you can try it. There's no risk kind of involved here at all. And as I said, it will be no quibbles whatsoever. So it's going to be, the membership's going to be available from March 2013, the end of March, and you can sign up below to get the details when it actually comes out. But you can still also buy the book at cytguides.com if you're just looking for the actual course itself and nothing else. You can still get that at a discount price as well. So that's what's involved with everything just now. And I'm really excited about doing this membership course, and a lot of people have said they're excited to be part of it as well. So what we'll do now is I'll open the floor to questions just now. So if you have any questions, obviously if you're listening to this just now and it's a replay, you'll not get the question and answer session at the end here, but I'm going to open up the floor just now to any questions and I'll answer them just now if you want to ask a question. Okay, thank you very much for your time and thank you for listening to me. I know this has dragged on a little more than 20 minutes. Like I said before, it's been about 30 minutes now. But thanks for coming along to this webinar, and I really appreciate your time here. And as I said, we'll open the floor to any questions now. Okay, take care. Bye now.